This decision of the Constitutional Court of Ukraine, recognized as such that meet the Constitution of Ukraine, is unconstitutional. The decree of the President of Ukraine on early termination of powers of the Verkhovna Rada and appointment of extraordinary elections, said in a statement on the court's website. The decision states that in Ukraine there was a constitutional conflict between the President and the Verkhovna Rada on the grounds of early termination of powers of Parliament. This conflict is not a legal solution, since the Constitution does not define the procedure for terminating the activities of the parliamentary coalition, does not provide for the termination of the coalition and the council regulation. At the same time, the bearer of sovereignty and the only source of power in Ukraine is the people. The people exercise power directly and through bodies of state power and bodies of local self-government, Part 2 of Article 5 of the Constitution of Ukraine, stated in the decision of the COP. That is why, explains the court, decisions of the constitutional conflict people by holding early elections to the Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine, meets the requirements of Article 5 of the Constitution of Ukraine. In the preparation of the presidential decree on early termination of powers of the Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine legal case, all provisions were checked as thoroughly as possible, and doubts regarding the unconstitutionality of the ordinance as a whole or some of its provisions we had. And the COP, by its decision, only confirmed the validity of our legal position, he said. On May 21 the President dissolved Parliament and called early elections for July 21. He explained that in Parliament, in his opinion, has long been missing from the coalition. According to the Constitution, the President has the right to dissolve the Parliament, if within 1 month from the time of the collapse of the old coalition in the Verkhovna Rada deputies has not formed a new one. The decree entered into force on 23 May, and on the following day, the deputies from the Popular Front filed a lawsuit, which was signed by 62 MPs with a request to recognize unconstitutional a decree of the President. They believe that the President has no right to establish the presence or absence of a coalition in Parliament, and only issued a decree for the conditions of existence of the legal fact, the lack of the coalition of deputy factions within 1 month.